Hello, everybody. I'm so excited about today. Good evening, wherever you're watching from. So excited about today. I can see everybody already excited. I'm pumped up about today's class. Hello, Joanna. Hello, Blessing. Hello, Tayo. Hello, Esther. Hello, Rifkatu. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited about today because today is the last lesson for Moodle 1. And we've already come far, and I'm just so grateful. I'm very happy. And so let's just get right into it. So today we are going to be talking about setting goals as a social media manager. And goal is a very important topic because goals are just very important, right? When you have goals, you are more effective. And the thing is, when you have goals, you have direction, right? And then when you don't have goals, you probably do not know where you're going. Everywhere looks like where you are going, right? So today we're going to be talking about goals, goals, goals. And as easy as the topic sounds, right? There are so many social media managers that don't write goals. They don't set goals for the social media brands that they manage, which is very bad. And I'm going to be correcting all of that in this class. So in this class, if you've always been hearing about goals and you've never tried to actually set goals for your brand, then today you're going to learn how you can set goals for your social media. So let's just get right into it. Just keep up the excitement going. Pump me up. I love it. You're welcome. So today this is the agenda for the day. We're going to be learning what are social media goals, why is it important to set goals as a social media manager, examples of social media marketing goals, tips on setting social media goals, and also examples of smart social media goals. So we'll just get right into it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Keep up the comments. Let me know how excited you guys are. And I know that we are excited. In as much as we are excited, please let us also pay rapt attention because this class is very interesting, I promise you. And from this class, you're going to be taking a lot of practical steps. You're going to learn how you can set goals. So I'm very sure you're excited about that. So let's just go right into it. So formal introduction, obviously, because yeah, for formality's sake. So it says, without goals, you won't grow. As a social media manager, setting goals for the accounts you handle is very important because it helps to keep you in check and also know where your social media account is headed. So for example, imagine if you're just doing everything as a social media manager, you're not setting goals, you're just doing any and everything. Like when you wake up, you just do anything, you just do as you like. Then that is not an effective way to actually manage social media accounts. But when you have goals in mind, you are more effective. You know where you are going. For instance, if your CEO or your line manager should call you, oh Joy, what's up with our social media accounts? How are they coming along? How is the engagement and all of that? And you're on your mute and you're like, I don't know. Those people that usually say they don't know, they don't set goals. And I'm not dragging anybody because me, I've been there before, right? And that's why it's important to set goals, right? Very, very important. So in this lesson 1, lesson 3, I'll be putting you through how you can set goals as a social media manager. Sit tight and enjoy the class. Grab your popcorn, grab your drink, grab anything that will make you understand, right? So let's go right into it. So the first thing here says, what are social media goals? Now we already know what goals are. I'm sure everybody knows what goals are, right? But social media goals are targets that you set for what you want to achieve with your social media. So basically, they're just, you know what goals are. So for social media, you're just setting targets. So this is what I want to achieve by so period of time. So you can say to yourself, this month of February, I want to have 100 amount of community followers or audience following me, right? You're that way, you're setting a target, you're saying, oh, this is what I want to get. And one thing that people don't know is that when you don't see, I want you to take this topic very important because it's very key. Because when you start setting goals for your social media account, you see that it starts growing, you see that you are becoming more effective, right? So when you have targets that you want to achieve for your social media, you really have a direction. You know where you are going to, not the one that you just wake up every morning and just wake up and with your sleepy eyes you just click on post and you have posted and you keep repeating the same cycle for the next 2 years. It's not so, right? So this class is just all about goals. I'm going to be teaching you how you can write goals. And then I'm sure somebody might be wondering and they might be saying, oh, but social media strategy is a bit similar to goals. No, they are two different things, right? Social media goals aren't the same thing as social media strategy. I'm sure you have already heard about social media strategy, whether or not you're a social media manager. And social media goals are the specific achievements you aim to achieve with your social media. Those are the goals. That's the target. Like I mentioned before, it might be gaining followers, it might be increasing your community engagement. And then on the other hand, your social media strategy is now the plan. That is now the measure, it's not the step that you use to achieve those goals. I hope we are getting it. These are two different things, your goals and your strategy. Your goal are the target, And then your strategy is the plan. What have you put in place to achieve that particular goal? So I just wanted to clear the air on that so that we are not confused and saying, oh, social media goals and social media strategy are the same. So if you have always been thinking that they're the same thing, no, they are not the same, right? I hope you understand. Let me know if we are getting it. So yeah, we'll just move to the next slide. And then now, why is it important to set goals as a social media manager? I know that I know everybody will always be like, oh my God, I'm always hearing about goals, 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 and it's okay, goals. But in this class, you're actually going to like have a different perspective about goals because you'll be like, oh my God, why have I not been setting goals all this while? Like, where have I been? Like, do you understand? That's what you'll be thinking. And then here it says, why is it important to set goals as a social media manager? Number one, setting goals as a social media manager helps you to measure your social media efforts, whether you are doing well or not. Now, when you have goals, you know whether you are doing well or not. It's not the one that you just wake up in the morning, you just post something and you're posted for the day. You are not even sure. You don't know how you are going to measure your activities as a social media manager because you are not even setting goals. But when you have goals, you are able to now measure your effort. You are able to know, oh my God, this week my post got like 500 engagements, you got like 500 likes. Wow, I'm doing well. I think I should continue doing what I'm doing, right? So it's always very important to set goals. And secondly, the second point here says setting goals helps you to be more effective in your role. See, I don't know about you, but there's something about setting goals and achieving them. When you set a goal for yourself and you achieve it, you feel so good with yourself. Like you feel so, oh my God, I'm so I'm so I don't even know how to explain it. I'm so blessed. I'm so, oh my God. And it will give you more ginger to now stay, oh more. I need to actually set more goals because this one that I'm achieving, I need to set more. So when you start setting goals as a social media manager, it makes you to be more effective. You now hold yourself of high esteem, of high ego, right? Because you're like, oh my God, I'm setting goals and I'm achieving them. And one thing that I notice is that people that always complain that, oh my God, this account is not growing, this account is not one thing and one thing or whatever, they don't always set goals, right? Because if you set goals, you will be more effective. You know what you are doing and what you are not doing. You'll be more effective in your role. So if you're a social media manager and before now you have not been setting goals, you have been playing since, so it's now that the serious work has started, okay? And then the third point here stays social media goals helps you to put your energy into what matters. Now, for example, you always post like reels on your page and you see that, oh my God, these reels are actually doing well. I think I should continue posting them. I think instead of posting like normal flyers like people will not even engage with, people might not even comment on that. When you set goals, it helps you to know where to put your energy. For example, you posted a particular talk show on your page and it got really high engagement and people really liked it. Not somebody, nobody will has to tell you that you should keep posting that because you already know that, oh my God, when I did this, a lot of people engage with this. So maybe I should do it like 2 times a week. Maybe I should do it like 3 times a week. So when you set goals, it gives you direction and helps you to know what to do and what not to do. I hope we are taking notes. I hope we are already understanding. I hope we're already getting perspective. And then the last point here says setting goals as a social media manager keeps you on your toes and makes you motivated. When you have goals that you put in place, nobody will tell you to wake up in the morning and start your work. But the people that don't have goals, they will be sleeping in the morning. They don't need anybody to wake them because they're like, I beg, last class I will just post and that will be all for the day. Let me just go and post. So when I finish posting, I'll go and buy food and eat. That's the end of work. But no, when you set goals, it keeps you on your toes. It makes you like, oh my God, I set 50 likes for this week. I've not gotten even 20. I have to go and do more work. I have to go and strategize which video will I post that will get me more engagement, which reel will I post that will get me comments. So when you have goals, and now I'm saying this, if I just wish you could apply this. If you apply this, then you will see the results. Because by the time you set goals, nobody will tell you that, oh my God, I want to do this, I want to do this. How do I do this so that I will get this particular goal that I want to achieve? Right? So it is important that when you set goals, it keeps you on your toes. It makes you motivated. You want to wake up every morning and you're like, oh my God, I want to do this. I think this would be a good idea. In fact, when you set goals, it's like you have become more creative all of a sudden because you are looking for every way by hook or by crook to achieve that goal, right? So it keeps you on your toes. And then the next slide, examples of social media marketing goals. I know somebody might say, okay, you have told us what social media goals are, you have told us why it's important, and now we know why it is important. So now, what are the examples of social media goals? Now, for me, I'll give an example. Maybe you have not set goals before as a social media manager, and you want to know, okay, what are the examples of social media marketing goals? Can you give me an example? And then I just outlined some examples here. The first one here is increase brand awareness. already from the word, you can already see brand awareness. Brand awareness means you want more people to know about your brand. And I recommend this particular goal for a social media account that is just starting out. So let's say you just started out your clothing brand, and then yeah, you don't really have a lot of community, and you want people to start knowing how you want people to know your brand, you want people to know what you do and how you can help them, right, with your services. So if you want to increase brand awareness, this just means that you want to increase the number of people that know about your brand. And I know you might say, okay, so how do I measure brand awareness? Now I want to set the goal for increased brand awareness. How do I manage it? How do I know that this goal is that I'm achieving this goal, right? So number one way that you can measure it is by post reach. And post reach means the number of people that come across your post, or the number of people that come across your video, whatever format of content you post. I hope we are getting it. If you want to measure your brand awareness, let's say that's the goal that you set for yourself, then one way to measure it is by measuring it by your post reach. That is the number of people that look at your post. Let's say 50 people look at your post for the first time, then those people, they are getting to know your brand. Your brand awareness is increasing day by day, is increasing, right? And also you can also measure brand awareness by your audience growth rate. So let's say yesterday you had 100 followers, and the next 2 days you have like let's say 50 followers. That means people are getting to know your brand. People are there, they're oh my god, they're like, oh my god, what's this brand, what are they doing, I want to know about them. So once the followers are increasing, your audience are increasing, that means your people are coming to your brand awareness is increasing automatically. And then the last way to measure it is by number of shares. So now me, I'm your target audience, and I just share your post to my friend because I like it. That way I've come to know about your brand, and my friend has come to know about your brand. If my friend goes ahead to share with another person, then that's it, that person has known about my brand as well. So that is increased brand awareness. So that is an example, a typical example of a social media marketing goal. So let's say, for example, you are managing a clothing brand, and you want to set goals. They just gave you that account to manage, and you are lost, you don't know where to start from. And the first thing that you do is just to start setting goals. Okay, so let's say the person handed over the account to you on a 100 follower account, and you're like, oh my god, I want more people to know about this brand. I want more people to actually get to know the services that they offer, because this is a very interesting brand, right? So you can now say, okay, I want to increase the brand awareness, and I will now break down that goal into a smart goal. So you can say, I'm going to talk about this in the later slides, but I'm just giving you a tip now. So you can just say, okay, I want to increase our follower count, or our community engagement count from 100 to 150 in 2 weeks. So that is a smart goal, because now you're now going to think of ways that you're not going to achieve it. That is where the strategy comes in, right? I'm going to leave that. Let's leave that for that, because we're going to come back to that. And then the other tools that you can use to measure these goals, you can use your Meta Business Suite app. I don't know if you know about that app. Let me know if you know about it in the comment section. Meta Business Suite app is it's a Meta app where your Facebook and your Instagram are linked together. So you can see your insights, you can see your growth rates, you can see your percentage of growth or follower growth in a week, or whatever amount of time you want to see it. And then a second example of your social media marketing goals, you have increased website traffic. So for example, one thing that you should know is that most businesses, their last funnel, that means their last funnel of engagement is their website, because they want you to somehow reach their website so that you can purchase something from their website, right? So sometimes when you see some businesses on social media, they're on social media because they want to now translate that audience into their website. So you should also know that when you are setting your social media marketing goals, also put your website in there too, because somehow that's the last funnel, because you just want people to just know about your website through your social media. So that's an example of a social media marketing goal: increase website traffic. Social media goals can be extended to your website as well. It can be measured through email sign up. So for example, someone goes to your website, they see your social media, and they just type your website, or they just click on the link in your bio, on your Instagram bio, and they go to your website, and they see some really interesting things, and they just like, let me sign up to this particular website so that they can keep me updated with maybe they have new products and all of that. That way you have increased your website traffic. More people are getting to know your website, right? And this can be measured through your email sign-ups, your sales, and all of that. I hope we are getting it. Please let me know if we are understanding what I'm saying. Okay, then the other example of social media marketing goal, we have improve community engagement. Now, from the wording, you can already see it, right? Improve community engagement. That means you want to increase the people that are engaging with your social media, or your your platform. So engagement just means any form of interaction. That means if I'm liking your post, I'm engaging with it. If I'm commenting on your post, I'm engaging with it, right? So engagement means any form of interaction with your brand on social media. It could be likes. So let's say I open your social media page and I like your comment, or be I like your page, I comment on your page, and I also go ahead to share. That is also a way of improving your community engagement, because your community members or your followers, they are beginning to engage with your page. So that is a very important goal. When, let's say, you have already established your brand, but you have not established that community. Like, you don't know your community members, they don't know you, they are still followers. See, there's a difference between followers and community. Followers are just people that just follow your brand. Maybe they are just attracted to your brand, but you now translate them to community members. When you have infused them with your brand, that means they know things about your brand. You are engaging them, they know about you, you know about them. That is when they now become community members, right? So this is a very important goal. If you don't know your followers, you don't know them, and you want to translate them into a community, that is where this goal comes in. Improve community engagement. Okay, so the next slide, another example of social media marketing goal, we have boost conversion and sales. And conversion just means action, right? It means when you are taking action. Like I said it before when I gave the example of increased website traffic. So, for example, I just register for an event on your website, I've been converted. Or when I buy something from your website, I've been converted, right? So it just means when your audience takes action on your social media or your website, either by making a purchase, registering for an event, etc. And the way you can measure your conversion rate is by click-through rate. And one thing I want to mention before I explain what click-through rates are is that when you are trying to achieve your social media marketing goals, a huge part of achieving your goals is that's where social media advertisement comes in. Because you cannot just say, oh, you want to grow your followers to 1,000 in 3 months. You have to have advertisement measure in place. If no matter how bomb ass your content is, sorry for the language, no matter how your content is, right, you would still have to bring in advertisement into the picture, because advertisements will make you reach more people. It will make you to reach your target audience, right? So the one way that your conversion can also be measured is through click-through rate. That is the number of people that clicked your website, that went to your website. And one way that you can measure it is through Facebook ads, right? I don't know if you have seen Facebook ads. When you want to, when your goal is to get leads, that means to get people, prospective clients, and then you add that instant forms there, so the people, they get to fill your form, and then when they fill the form, they've been converted, right? So they clicked on that particular form. That means you have also achieved your goal, which is conversion. It might not be sales, they might just be prospective clients, but they have been converted one way or the other. And then the second example of social media marketing goals, we have generate leads. I just finished explaining that just now. Generate leads means that you want to get information of potential buyers. That means they might not want to buy, but they might just be interested in buying. You have some that also want to buy as well. So that's also an example of social media marketing goals. And this kind of goal actually comes in place when you are trying to sell your products in your company. So let's say you are selling like a particular Valentine package or whatever it is, and you want to get people to buy. So this is where this goal comes in. And you must know that as a social media manager, there are different seasons. Meaning that there are different seasons for your business. So, for example, in February, your brand might want to they might want to get community engagement. So that's where you now come in. You now say, okay, this is our goal for the month of February. We want to get people to engage with our page. We want to build our community. So that's where that goal comes in. And then let's say you have a particular event coming up in your office, or for the brand that you manage. So that means your goal at that point in time can be to generate leads. So you want to generate prospective clients, prospective people that would come for that event, right? So you must understand that you cannot just go ahead and just set any goal. You must understand the season that you are in your business. You must understand the particular season that you guys are as a business or as an organization. And it is left for you as a social media manager to figure that out. I hope we are getting, I hope we are feeling this. Please let me see the emojis coming up on the comment section. I want to see if you guys are learning something, if you guys are motivated, if you want to start setting goals now for your social media page. And then we're going to pause because we have been going so fast. And then from the beginning, I spoke about what social media goals are. I told you that goals are target that you set for your social media accounts, right? And then I also talked about how social media goals are different from social media strategy. I told you how social media goals are the achievements, what you want to achieve. And then the strategy is how you get there. That means the plan that you put in place to achieve that goal. That is what the strategy is all about. And I now went to also explain why are goals important. Why is it important to set goals? So I told you that you can, when you set goals, you are more effective in your role. You know where to put your energy into, right? I also said that as well. And then I gave an example. I gave examples of social media goals. So this class is really interesting. In fact, I feel like I'm preaching to myself as well, because sometimes you can just lose focus and just forget about your goals. We are humans, right? But I'm actually remembering about my goals now. I'm going to reset my goals, right, for my social media account. So now we are going to go to, you're now going to say, okay, you have told us about how we can write our goals. What are social media goals? Now, how am I going to set my social media goals? Now you have been telling us a lot of things about goals. So now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to teach you how you can set your goals, your social media goals. So number one, these are the tips. And these tips, they're not just tips, they're actually practical tips on how you can set your goals, because I've used them and I'm also giving you guys so that you can use it, because they are practical steps, right? So the first point is, be very specific and know what you want to achieve. Don't just set goals by saying, oh, I want to have plenty followers by the end of the month. What do you mean by plenty followers? You must be specific. You must know what it is that you want to do, right? So you must know that, okay, this is what I want to do. Like I said, there are different seasons for your business, or for your organization. So at that point in time, let's say they want to generate leads. They are selling properties and they want to generate leads for potential buyers, for potential property buyers. Then you cannot say, okay, my goal for this first quarter is that I want to generate leads. So you start looking for ways that you can generate leads. You are specific, so you know what it is that you want at every point in time. And then I'll give an example, right? Let's say, for example, you have a particular TikTok account and you got like 400k views there, and it was a very nice content, but there was no idea, there was no goal behind that post. Then that's literally just like vanishing metrics. I don't want you guys to be deceived, because there are lots of organizations that you see that you be comparing your organizations to, that you say, oh my god, these people, they had like 500k views, they had like 1k views. What am I even doing with my brand? Most of those people, they just do that thing unknowingly, and then when they get the views, or they get the likes, the vanity metrics, like I like to call them, they do not really translate into anything. Because at the end of the day, they are just views. Did they use it to get sales? No. Did they use it to get revenue? No. Did they use it to get clients? No. It was just vanity metrics. So you must understand that behind every post or every content that you put out there, there must be a goal behind it. You cannot just say, I want to post today. You must have a goal. What is this post going to do for me, right? It must be specific, right? And then you cannot just say, oh, I want to have plenty followers at the end of the month. You must give a number to it. And the second tip here says, make sure that the goals that you set can be measured using social media metrics. Don't just say, some people, they can be so lazy, they'll just say, okay, I want to just increase my likes. How are you going to measure that? You did not even give a number to it. You were not specific. You did not say, oh, I want to have this particular number of likes. So you must give a particular, you must be able to measure that social media metrics. And the way you can measure it, you can make use of shares. Let's say you can make use of your likes as well, your reach. So you can measure it using those social media metrics. And thirdly, the other point here says, do not set unrealistic goals like gain 1 million followers in 2 months. Even your favorite celebrities that you're following, they don't even have up to 1 million followers. They have like 800k, and they are still struggling day by day to get followers, and they are trying to trend, doing their best to trend so that they will get 1 million. And you, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to downgrade anybody, but you are saying you want to get 1 million followers in 2 months. How is it going to happen? Like, is it jazz? I'm not saying that it's quite unrealistic. In fact, let's be honest, right? And that is going too overboard. And now you're saying, okay, Runa, maybe, yeah. What do you mean by it's not realistic? It is realistic. Okay, now, Madam Realistic or Mr. Realistic, you said it's realistic, right? Okay, so write the steps that how you are going to achieve that 1 million followers. That is when you know when it is attainable or it is unattainable. Because when you say, oh, I want to achieve 1 million followers, I want you to, my brother and sister, please write out how you're going to achieve that goal. Because me, I'm very big on goals. And every time I write my goals, I always make sure that I write steps. And when you do that, in fact, it already makes you already see yourself achieving that goal, because you have already seen, even if it's not as easy as it is, once you have written out the steps down, then it is very easy to now go ahead and say, okay, I want to achieve it. When you write down and you say, oh, I want to have 500 followers by quarter one, by Q1, then you start writing out how you're going to achieve those goals, right? That is when it's realistic. That is when it's attainable. So make sure that you set attainable goals. I hope we're following, guys. This topic is hot. Me, sef, I'm feeling it. Me, it feels like I'm even giving myself bullets. So please, let's continue to the other slide. So then the other point here says, always put in place social media activities or measures that will help you achieve your goal. I already said this before. You must have your measures. This is where the strategy now comes in. Now you have your goal that you want to achieve. Now, what is the strategy? What measures are you putting in place to ensure that those goals are being achieved, right? So you must understand that you must have measures, you must have activities in place. Do not set unrealistic goals, right? And then the other point here says, make sure the goals that you set are relevant to your business objective, which may include sales, brand awareness, community engagement. And I said it before, right? Your organization or the business that you are handling, they might be in different seasons at a different time. So, for example, they are real estate investors, or they are real estate property whatever, and they want to try to sell. They have a target to sell their properties, like 5 of their properties, in 2 months. So now that is where you as social media manager comes in. You will now go and write what they want to achieve, and now make sure that your goal is tailored to your business objective. So you don't just set goals anyhow. Now there's a point for setting goals, also a point for making sure that those goals are aligned to your business objective, right? And then the last point here says, always set timely goals. Don't be a lazy person. Don't say that, oh, I want to have 1,000 followers. When do you want to achieve them? Is it the next 2 years or the next 3 years? You must set timely goals. You must put a time to it. Is it quarter one? Is it March? Do you want to achieve the goal March 23rd? And when you put time to it, you're on your toes. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you motivated, because you're like, oh my God, I've not achieved this goal. Oh, I said I want to have 500 likes in 3 months and I only have 10. Please, what am I going to do? So you now start thinking of creative ways of how you can now achieve that goal. See, if you take this thing seriously, it's going to change the trajectory of your career. If you take goals seriously, you guys, let me not talk too much. Okay, then examples of smart social media goals we have. So just look at this funnel, right? So it says increase engagement here, and then after increase engagement, I now went ahead to now break down the smart goals. So it said a smart goal can be outlined as aiming for a total of 1,000 likes, 500 comments across all posts by Q2. Now that is a specific goal. I'll be a smart goal, and I'll repeat: a smart goal can be outlined as aiming for a total of 1,000 likes, 500 comments across all posts by Q2. So you're not saying that the 500 comments and 1,000 likes will be on one post. You're saying it is across all posts. So here you can see that I'm specific, I'm timely. This is attainable because it's the whole of Q2. So now just watch out for the scenario that I painted here. I said, so this is what you're going to do. This is the step. This is the strategy that you're going to use to achieve this increased community engagement goal. So you're going to say, post at least 4 engaging videos every day. So you can see now, every day. I did not say one day. So when you write down your big goals, you must have big steps. You cannot just say, oh, I want to achieve so amounts of followers. You will not say you post only once a day. Girl, you're joking. Boy, you're joking. Because there must be a big step to how you're going to achieve that big goal. Because this is a big goal. This is no small joke. This is not a child's play. So you're setting this big goal for yourself. There must be a big step. You must take a big step. Right? And I said, and now, for example, I said post 4 engaging videos every day. So those 4 videos, now you are aiming for, in those 4 videos, you are aiming for 20 comments in one, 20 comments in one, 20 comments in one, 20 comments in one. Do the math. That's 80 comments. So you already have 80 comments for that day. And your goal is that you want to have 500 comments by Q2. So you can see that only one day alone, the responsibilities are a lot. And this is just a scenario. I'm not saying that you should do this. I just try to break it down as small as little as possible so that you guys will understand. And I said 50 likes in each post. So that means those 4 engaging videos that you're going to post. And I said engaging video, not the video that you go and post and you go and put one funny video there. No, engaging video. You must engage your audience. When they are scrolling on their phone, they must stop and stare and say, who is this account? I want to follow this person. I want to like, I want to comment. So key on engaging. I did not say boring videos. And then you must have at least 80 comments in each of the videos. So that means that your video must be out of this world, though. You guys, I said when you want to achieve big goals, there must be big steps. So you must take big steps. So this is a detailed. See, this class is a practical class. It's not a joke. I'm teaching about goals. So this, if you follow this particular step, there is no how you're not going to achieve the goal, except you are not serious, except you are sleeping. So you can see that is an example of a goal. So if you are saying, okay, now you have taught us about goals, how do I write down my goals? This is it. This is how you write down your goals. Then secondly, we have grow followers. That means you want to grow followers and you want to boost brand awareness. So now you want more people to learn about your brand. You want more people to know about your brand. Let's say you are just starting out your brand. And then the SMART goal can be outlined as grow your social media followers from 500 to 1,000 by Q2. In fact, that's a pretty attainable goal. In fact, I feel like I was stooping too low, right? But it's just an example anyway. So the steps that I want to achieve this is that I want to host giveaways at least once a month. You know, people, they love giveaways. If you want to achieve that goal, then you have to take big steps. You have to spend your money. If you want to market, if you want to get sales, you have to market, and marketing is money. That's what people don't understand. Sometimes they want to be holding their budget and be holding their hands stiff like this. How you get customers? They won't fall down from heaven. You have to write down budgets on how you are going to achieve, or how you have to pump in money to achieve that goal they want to achieve, right? So the scenario that I painted here is host giveaways at least once a month, and then invite an influencer for a page or story takeover. So by the time you do this, everybody is glued to your page because they're like, oh my god, this brand, they used to host influencers like every two weeks. So I beg, let me go and watch. Who will not want to do that? In fact, that way you would have even what's it called now, exceeded your expectation or exceeded your goal, because this is a very big step and it involves big money. It involves big money. Marketing is money. Do you understand me? So if you want to achieve, my summary of this is that if you want to achieve big goals, you must take big steps as social media manager. So yeah, that is all. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, guys. Let me know, what do you think about this? What do you think about this goals topic? Did it change your perspective? In fact, in your head, are you like, oh my god, I must go? In fact, immediately you finish this class, I'm going to write down my goals immediately. So what did you think about this course? Let me know about it. I want you to don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video so that more people can see this as well, so that not only you guys will see the video, so that more people can also learn how to set their goals as social media managers. So let me know, please, after I click off this end the live video, please comment down below. Let me know how this class went for you, how it was and everything. So thank you very much, everybody. I look forward to see you in the next module, which is next week. So thank you so much, and have a good night. Bye.